Hello, it's Father James here. We're really excited because in a few short days, on Monday, the 13th of July, we will return to the celebration of Public Mass. And so I just want to take a few minutes just to talk you through what it will look like. Because as we return, as we've been saying again and again, it will look very different, and it's really important that as we try to keep everybody safe, and that we follow the guidelines that are in place. So this is what it will look like as you arrive for Mass. You will arrive here at this side door and the church, or the graveyard side door. So they will be the two entrances when you arrive for Mass here in St. Cumberland's. So the front door will be closed at the beginning. And as you arrive, you'll be greeted by a steward. And the stewards will be wearing yellow high-vis jackets. So it's really important we follow their guidelines. So you will be greeted by a steward who will sanitize your hands, and that's important that just for cross-contamination and things. So the steward will sanitize as you arrive. And once you've had your hands sanitized, you'll be invited just to make your way into the body of the church. And we will fill up from the back to the front, okay? So you'll walk all the way around. And just in front of Jesus here, I bow kind of flat as you would normally, and then you'll make your way into the body of the church. And a steward will direct you where to be seated, okay? So the other thing is at Holy Communion time. I just invite you just to follow the direction of the stewards. The priests will be wearing masks at that time as well. And then that's really it. And then at the end of Mass, just like as you entered, you'll be guided and directed by the stewards. And as we enter through the side doors, we will leave through the main body of the church. And like the beginning, you'll be invited by the stewards when it's the right time to leave. That keeps all of us safe. It's very structured, very strategic, and we appreciate that, but we're delighted that we're able to get back to Mass. So please do follow those guidelines. And then, unfortunately, as we've said, our numbers are limited because of social distancing reasons. And once we're full to capacity, there will be signs put outside the two entrances to the church. We do apologise for that. There is nothing that we can do about that. But those are the guidelines that we need to keep to for our own insurance and for keeping everybody safe. So that's St. Cumberland's. I just invite you to join us as we transition to St. Joseph's. Thank you. Okay, so we're here now in St. Joseph's, and the general rules that we already spoke about in St. Congle's are the same here, but obviously St. Joseph's is a very different shape of a church, so we're just going to go through how things will work for those who are coming to Mass in St. Joseph's. So as you can see, we begin here at the front of the church. This will be where you will enter the church in the two side doors. You'll be guided which doors to go in by the stewards as you arrive. And so, as you see, the central doors will be closed, and you'll be invited to go in the two side doors. But before you go in, you'll be greeted, just like in St. Congle's, with a steward who will spray your hands with hand sanitizer as you enter the church. Okay? And when you come into the church, depending on what door you go in, you'll be guided and invited to a section of the church. Okay? So whether you go in, you will come into the middle, and then you will go to the two sides, which will be filled up first. And once the two sides are filled up, then we will begin to fill up the middle. What's different about here in St Congles is that the seats will be filled diagonally. So you may begin at the edge, and then if you're the next one, then you will sit in the middle of the seat. Edge, middle, etc. To keep that social distancing with these kind of longer queues here in St Joseph's. Okay, excuse me. So that's the main thing. Communion time again. Follow the directions of the stewards, and then at conclusion of Mass, the stewards will direct you where to leave. Now, during the end of Mass, there will be different exits, just because of the nature of the church. But please just follow the direction of the stewards, and they will invite you when to leave. And again, like I said, there is a bigger capacity here in St Joseph's, but we will, once we reach that capacity, which is about 70 spaces, I think, which isn't 70 individuals, so like one family of up to 4 can be one space, etc. So that's our two churches. As I'm sure you've heard by this stage, obviously St Ignatius and Tannockmore is just too small to be able to accommodate public Mass just at the moment. God bless, and I'll see you very, very soon.